Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live event. Welcome to the stream. I know I've been like rolling that countdown timer for some time now, and my apologies for that. Nerves have kicked in. Like I even forgot what I wanted to say, but I'm here. I'm here. Okay. Let's do this. I just want to say to everyone who's watching right now, watching the replay, just drop down in the comment section. Just write hashtag endurance 2024 because this event is themed endurance 2024, and you will learn as the event goes on that why endurance 2024. And please everyone, just let me know if you can hear me there on the live feed. Let me know if you can actually hear my audio because I'm using a microphone here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. So that would help a lot to know that you guys can actually hear me. Anywho, those comments will help a lot to know that really you can hear me. Just let me know on the comment section that you can actually get my audio. Anywho, let's start with the event because I really want to explain the theme. That's the first thing I need to explain because I want everyone to understand why we're going with the theme and what is it all about this theme, so that as we go throughout the year, because we're gonna go with the theme throughout the year, you understand the journey and what needs to be done going forward. So the theme for this event is Endurance 2024. So this theme was adapted from the International Year, the year this is. So since in the 1959, United Nations have been just publishing a year, or should I say attaching a theme to each year so that people can actually tackle issues of importance, especially that has to do with changing humanity into a better society. So this year is titled International Year of Camelids, which is taking the strength, or maybe I should put it in that way. It is adapted from the strength these animals has, and we are just trying to say, what can we mimic or what can we learn from these animals to make our lives better? And then, since Tlhalosement is all about career education and career development, career development, we just want to see if can't we learn something from these animals and adapt it into our career development. That's where the theme comes from. And then if you really resonate with that, just drop again in the comment section hashtag endurance 2024, because we know the characteristics of these animals. If you don't know, go. But anywho, the characteristics of this animal, it's like resilience and having the ability to adapt to harsh conditions, like they predominantly are in the desert. So that means they are actually under a lot of stress. So if they are able to survive there, if this year is throwing at us a lot of stress, that means we can actually survive this year and make sure that what do I want to say? We improve ourselves as we go. So before we really go into the details of what will go down this year, is I just want to take you through my personal journey so that you guys understand where we come from and where this whole thing is adapted from. Because like if you have been following me on social media, you will know that I actually recently switched careers, and a lot of you have been asking me, Bitumela, how did you do it, or what really made you want to do it? And I'm just coming forth and just going to share my story, how it started and how it's going. And maybe you guys can just draw some inspiration from there, and then from there you will now learn how to, I'm to say, you can now adapt some of the things from what I have done to where we are going. So my journey personally started in 2020. So that time it was all about me thinking about where I was in terms of my career and where I want to be. And in that time, I was a lab technician, and my job really meant that I should go to the office every day and be there. And then I just wanted to start working online, but it was not possible because I'm a lab technician. You cannot move the lab online. So I wanted to be location independent, and it was not possible. So because I knew I want to work online, I started learning online tools. So basically it was nothing structured. It was just me going through a lot of tools, learning this and that where I can, and just, to be honest, I was learning anything that has a free plan. As long as it has a free plan and I can join, I would learn that tool. And then because now I got fond of working online, or should I say using online tools, I went on to learn about this thing called career switch. I started learning about, okay, what is career switch and what can I do, because I had now determined that if I really want to be online, this career is not going online. I know it's not going. So what can I switch into? And then 2021, that's when I started entertaining the idea of career switch. And I must say, as you do this learning, you need to have a structured plan. So at that time, I had to ask myself other questions like, okay, if you are going to have a career switch, what exactly are you going to do? Oh, sorry, I just realized that I was not sharing the screen. I should be sharing. The question was, what exactly do you need to look into? Now that time, the idea of e-learning and the idea of creating content online was really what was at the top of my head. It was interesting and exciting. I went on, I wanted to understand what is this thing about learning online, and I could now start learning online tools that has to do with learning online. And that's when I started also enrolling into free tools and learning those free tools. And 2021, again, the very same year, it started from January to June, and I got a job after that, because after I was now fond of the online tools, not really fond, but I had learned enough to actually start doing something. I started revamping my CV and revamping my LinkedIn profile so that it suits the new career that I want to go into. And then I started applying for jobs. I must say, the very first job I applied for, I got it. um, I applied, I got the job, and it was a very steep learning curve, I must say, because remember, when you are learning online, is especially when the learning is not structured, it's just learning, and nobody is holding you accountable for anything. You don't have to submit anything. It's just you going through your own thing. So I went on and I learned the free tools. I mean to say, I went into the job, the steep learning curve. I remember this other time when I was in this job, I called my grandmom and I said to her, this job is difficult. I was crying, literally crying. And then she was like, go get another one. At that time, I'm thinking, this is another job. There's no other job. This is the job. I just came from another job to this one. So it was that difficult, I must say. Then 2022, because now I was like, okay, I have the experience of working online. And that time, the career that I chose, which is instructional design, was at the top. Like right now, I see the space is being flooded. It's congested with a lot of stuff, not stuff actually, with a lot of people. So a lot of people have switched into instructional design, especially those that comes from other careers like your linguistics. At that time, it was still like hot. People were still building from scratch. So there were a lot of academies coming up, and then there was high demand for instructional design. And even now there is, but it's not as high as it was back then. And the following year, which is 2022, when I just my contract just ended with that other job, I just got another job, and I must say I revamped my CV. I positioned it. I positioned it in such a way that uh, I had five positions. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. I positioned my CV in such a way that at the end of January, I started applying January, February, I was going through interviews. And at the end of February, I had five offers. Five offers. And I was really looking into three of them, which I rejected two, the others, and then I went into one of them. So you can imagine how you can actually start a new career, position your tools in a way that you actually attract so many offers. Starting new, because really my scientific experiences didn't really work much into this new career. Yes, there is there and there where there is correlation, but it didn't really carry much weight. And then from there, I went on, and in 2023, the aim was to do leadership skills. And I also must mention that 2022, as much as I had offers that I had to turn down, the year didn't end well. I was retrenched in August of that year. After being retrenched, I was like, you know what? I'm so tired. I've been running and running and running, and right now I've been retrenched. So it was really demoralizing, but for me it was a confirmation that actually things are going well, because I mean, if your journey is just smooth from A to Z, it just shows that maybe you're not trying hard, maybe you're not trying something that is challenging, because I mean, you can't be just having a smooth sail. Anywho, I got retrenched from that job, and then 2023, the aim for my career was to learn leadership skills, because I also realized that in instructional design, it's easy to move up the ranks. And then I was like, okay, I need to learn these skills so that I can position myself for those positions. And then that's when I now started joining the corporate. As I joined the corporate, if you've been following me again, you will know that I shared a post on my social media about my experience in corporate. That was another steep learning curve. Last year was rough. Just going through the corporate uh, monopolies and tactics and all things corporate was just overwhelming for me, because I don't come from that background. I come from the background where, do you like my skills? Yes. Do you want my expertise? Yes. Okay, let me give you the deliverables you asked for. Give me my money. Bye bye. And then now I come into the space where I have to maneuver around people and emotions and how people are thinking. It's just too much. And I went into 2024, which is this year. So the aim for this year is just to advocate for my career and just talk about it all the time, make it the best thing ever, position myself as thought leadership in the space, which is why, again, this year is titled Endurance 2024. It's themed Endurance 2024 because we're just going to try something new and keep going and advocating for our careers. Yeah, so that is that with my career, and I'm just showing you that this didn't start overnight. It started in 2020 when I wanted a change, and now we are in 2024. It's like so many years later, and then we're still doing this. So I don't want you to go through what I went through, because first of all, my learning was not structured, and even how my career went by, there was no structure. I was just going with my instincts and what I think what I think is right. So if you are watching this right now, you would know that you will learn from my experiences and what I've done to actually do what I'm doing. Maybe mimic some of the things that I'm doing. So basically, what I'm sharing with you is as an inspiration for you to start doing something with your own career. So in this channel, as you know, we do career guidance, we do personal development. I have put together some resources, and I just want to say, anyone who's online right now, please put on the comment section hashtag endurance 2024, just to show that you are here and then you're following and you like the content. Thank you. I'm just gonna start with the free resources that I put together for you, so that you can go through this year with ease and knowing exactly what to do with your career. I want you to have a plan. I want you to not just go through the year like any other year you've been going through. You guys saw that the moment I started being intentional with what I want to do with my career, things started moving. And I must say, looking back, one of the other things that I gained that maybe I didn't show on my career journey there is that I have also managed to increase my earning potential, which is something that you could do for your own career. Because some of you, I must admit that not everyone wants to do a career switch, and not everyone is not happy at their own job. Not everybody wants the same thing. But what I know is that everybody wants to earn more and be appreciated at their job. So one of the things that, or should I say, the key outcomes of this exercise basically is you increasing your earning potential. So let's go into the free resources that I put together, so that if you follow these resources, you may actually be able to put your career at a different height. So the first one here, we have the blog. This is the Tlhalosement blog. And with the blog here, we share all things career development. We share tips about writing your CV. And basically, the blog is designed in such a way that I want it to be about the tips and the guides. I want you to be able to implement all the things that I share in this blog. As you can see, this first article here says tips for writing a strong resume or CV. So these are the tips that actually will make your CV stand out in like when it's in front of the recruiters. So go through this blog, and you will see other articles here like competition on the job market. This is all about positioning yourself for the opportunities you want. How do you position yourself for those jobs? And this one is about crafting a CV or a resume. And this one is very important because we come from different backgrounds, and people usually like I see on social media, we have this one size fit all approach to creating your marketing tools. I mean, if you are from a certain background, I'm just going to be make an example here. If you are from the scientific background, you don't need to do a resume much. You need a CV because you need to showcase all your academic credentials. A resume won't work for you like a CV would do for you. So that's the first resource that I put together. And in this one, we actually also do LinkedIn articles, and we do CV, and then we do career development tips and guides. And we have one article going out every Thursday, so you can look out for that article every Thursday. And then resource number 2 is the events. If you have been following us for some time, you will know that we used to have these interview events where we we invite some specialists in the area of interest, whether it's any discipline basically, and then we do career spotlights. The aim is to make sure that people know about all the all the possible careers out there and how they can actually position themselves in them, because some people have interest but they don't really understand what are they, and then those specialists, when they come onto the show, they can actually give you some insights of what is happening at the job. So those events will show up here. It will be live events. As you can see, this is our first live event that we have here. It will be live events showing up here. We will be interviewing people here. So do make sure that you follow our YouTube channel and then you subscribe. That's how you will be able to get to those events. And the next one is we will be having videos. So we want to also have, on top of these interviews, we also want to have like your videos where I will be going through, like I said, it's going to be guides, like step by step, where I'll be going through some of the online tools that you can take advantage of. Either basically I want to do free online tools like your resume builders and all the other, maybe like collaboration tools. Like I told you, my journey started with learning online tools. I'll be sharing all the online tools that I know of, and we will be going through them one by step by step, so that you really get to see which tool is being used to do what at the workplace. And this will also help you if you don't have any career, because we need to understand that not everyone has a career that is out there doing its thing, but there are people who never even got a chance to be on the job market. So it is another way of entering the job market by leveraging on having new skills and expertise that can actually make you stand out. So it's going to be those videos, and any pre-recorded video will be made live or published at 10 a.m. on a Monday. So you will know which Mondays are for for videos and which Mondays are for live events. But as of now, the live events where we are interviewing someone will be on first Mondays, and then the other Mondays will be just pre-recorded videos on our YouTube channel. So do look out for that. And yeah, basically, that is what will be happening on our YouTube channel. Like again, this is our YouTube channel. Navigate here and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So the next resource that I have is our Instagram page. I put together this Q&A, story. It will forever be here. It's on a highlight called Q&A. So just come into this if you have a question, like even now if you have a question. But anyway, the questions now, put them in the comment section. But every now and then when you have a question, just post it here, or maybe you have a screenshot of something that is really confusing you. Come and share it here, and then I will respond to any of your questions and your queries. And like I said, as you can see, this is Instagram. We have a social media accounts. This is Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So any questions, if you are actually from there, maybe some people I know, they don't have Facebook accounts, they only have LinkedIn accounts. So if you can go into our social media, follow our pages, and just keep interacting with the content that we put out every day. So after I publish a post, I would put bite-sized information gathering from the post, from the blog post, and I put it on social media. So those are the things you can take advantage of. Another free resource that I think you guys should leverage on is to have this free career consultation call with me. It's a 15-minute call, and it's really for you to get clarity on what you want to do. So this is for you if maybe you feel stuck in your current career, or you want to do a career switch, or maybe you just want to launch a new career. Like I said, it's not everyone who has a career going on. Some of us don't really have those careers. We never launched them. So for 15 minutes, we're going to sit down and we'll go through your problems, and we will come up with solutions and how you can actually move forward. So I'm sure you're thinking like, Butimala, how do I keep up with this? Like, this is a lot. This is a lot. I can't keep up with this. It's too much. We have in our link in bio, especially the one on Instagram. It's also on LinkedIn. You will see that in our link in bio, we have this. Okay, it won't show this. It would be this nice when you go there, when you check it on your smartphone. But on the desktop, this is how it looks. You have a hot link here for your WhatsApp, a hot link for your blog, the YouTube channel, and the consultation booking form. It's also here, so it's that easily accessible. Oh, what did I not tell you about? The WhatsApp channel. Yes. We have a WhatsApp channel now. And in our WhatsApp channel, basically, we want to share um like the daily posts, the daily tips. Like I'm saying, like you may not be able to catch up with everything because it can be overwhelming. So if you are in the WhatsApp channel, you will get daily posts, you will get tips and motivation. And one of the things that I started doing, but it's only living in my WhatsApp status, which I want to take to the WhatsApp channel, is sharing job posts. So most of the time I just go into LinkedIn and scroll through and I see like very interesting job positions that I think some other people could leverage, or should I say position themselves into. Because I mean, I cannot be everywhere. I can only be into my lane. So there are lanes that I know other people would really enjoy. So I share those posts sometimes on my WhatsApp status, but I know it will be very beneficial if I share those into the WhatsApp channel, and then everyone else have access to them. And not only me, when we are together and people are helping you to look out for these posts from all angles, it's collective effort, you understand, because you can't be all the time on social media trying to look out for the jobs. But if some other people are searching for them out there, that is actually collective efforts for you. And then from these free resources, I want you to go in there with the mindset of knowing that it's not everything that you need, which means what I'm sharing is not everything. It is what I know. So go out there and learn from other coaches. There are people who are good at doing what I'm doing right now. There are other career coaches and people who are sharing their experiences. So don't have only this channel, have other channels so that you can have, going back to the idea of collective efforts, you can have different perspectives from different people. You really need to do that. So I must say, if you are enjoying this so far and then you feel like, yeah, I'm looking forward, just go on to the comments again, do hashtag endurance 2024, and yeah, let's look forward to this year, because we really really need to go into this year with a plan. And then make sure that you follow us on social media, that is Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Like, comment, and share the posts that you like. And tag your friends, like tell them about this channel, bring them closer, and let's make this a fun journey. Don't be alone, because when I was alone, I ended up crying and calling my grandmom as if she's gonna come and take me out of my job. Like, I had to endure. But when you're alone, when you're so alone, you end up not knowing what to do, and then you resort to measures like that. So I don't want you to find yourself in that cold corner where you end up calling your granny to come get you, of which what is she gonna do, because she's expecting you to be a grown-up girl and do things for yourself. Anywho, again, how you can support this channel, like I said, follow us on social media. And again, if you see a post that you enjoy so much, you can support with stars. You guys if you're feeling generous, you can actually just support with a star there. And I must say there are other ways you can support that don't have to do with that are not free. Like if you're feeling generous and you really want to show some gratitude to the effort that this channel does, or how this channel is helping you, you can actually use this. Actually, let me show you how you get this link. When you are in our link in bio, you will see this link here says buy me a treat. It's if you want to buy me a glass of water, or you maybe want to buy me a drink. Yeah, if you're really enjoying the content that you're getting and you're like, you know what, let me buy. You know how we do it, right? Koli, it's a Koli thing, this thing. Baela ngwana Koli. So it will take you to this link here, and then you can uh, buy a Koli there. It's actually a tip jar, like it's like me by the roadside there, singing or dancing, and then you come in and you drop in your 10 rand there. This is the tip jar, but it's online. Basically, what I want to do is I want to buy a microphone so that I can have a better audio quality. And the microphone that I have identified cost about $60. So that's what I'm fundraising for with the tip jar actually. So yeah, looking forward to your 2 rents. um that those are the free and partially not so free resources, right? I want to go into the services, because not only did I put together the free resources, I also put together some of the paid services that you can actually use on the platform. So this is the free career consultation that I showed you about. If you come on to WhatsApp, you can actually book one through here. And we also have a career consultation. This is if you want to talk more, like, because remember the free consultation is 15 minutes. If you want to spend more time and then you like, "Bitumela, this is not working for me, I want more time with you," there is a 200 rand price for a consultation of 45 minutes there. And I'm sure you probably want to know what is it that we'll be talking about in these sessions. What I do basically is to go through what you have, because for you to go into your career knowing what exactly you need to do, you need to take stock of what you have. That is what we call career SWOT. Actually, this is one of the things that I need to mention, that it's a course that I'm building. It's going to be free. I will announce it probably next week, and I will tell you about it. Let me not go into it, okay? Uh, zip, zip, zip. I overshare. Hey. Anywho, you will see when the course is launched, what really goes down into that, because it's so nice. I know it's going to be very helpful. You guys are going to enjoy it. Thank you. And the other service that I have here is the CV and resume revamp. So if you have a CV, you want to position it in the job market, or you've seen you've seen posts where you want to apply, and you've been applying to posts of the same nature, but you were never called for an interview. It could be that your CV don't really speak into the positions. So we need to position it so that you can be called for interviews. So that is what we do in our CV revamp. I will coach you on how to use your CV. And then from there, we go into a career SWOT analysis. We go into skills mapping. I need to make sure that you have those skills and expertise into your CV, and then we position it into the job. And by doing this, your CV will be ATS compliant. This is basically like, if you guys are familiar with the word SEO, search engine optimization, it's basically to say we want your job to be, to say your CV to be the best for the job. And then with this service, you can actually get a free revision with your service, and you will get your CV in PDF and Word format. So that the PDF you use it to apply, and then the Word format you can also amend it in the future. by yourself. And we also have LinkedIn optimization. So the LinkedIn optimization is to say you have your CV, which is ready to go into the hands of the recruiters. But how do you make yourself visible online? How do you make sure that you have that trumpet that is saying, "Hey, look at me! I'm here. I'm the best for this job." That is your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn profile is the one that does the most of the work, like making sure that your light shines brighter than everyone else on the on the platform. And then with this LinkedIn optimization, we have attractive headline, the one that will make sure that, like if you go into my profile, you will see that it says Butumelo Maropi Instructional Design. And not only that, it also talks about what exactly do I do as an instructional designer, what sets me apart from other instructional designers. So that's the attractive headline we're talking about. The profile banner is what you see behind your profile picture. We need to optimize that because that's the first thing people see when they go into your profile. They want to be say when they open your profile, before they even read anything, they'll be like, "Oh, this person can do one, two, three. Okay, yeah, let's go on and go through their profile because they are talking my language." That's what recruiters do. They go into your profile, and the moment they land into your profile, there has to be something that says, "Go through my profile." If there isn't anything that says that, they will just tap out and go to the next person. So you need to hook them and glue them to your account. The same goes for optimized bio. Once they are hooked by that profile banner and attractive header line, you must say the right things using the right words. So that's where your bio comes in. And then you must share experiences to show where you come from, to say, are you experienced or are you newbie in this space? And then we are also going to link in our skills, and then we're going to make it a custom URL. If you go into Google right now and search Buitumelo Marope, let's do it. Buitumelo Marope. You see, the first thing that pops there is me, and it says learning and development specialist, and it's my LinkedIn. So it shows that my LinkedIn is sign in required. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, there we go. This is the header I was talking about. But what I wanted to talk about was this custom URL. If you look at the top here, it says Marupi BG. So this is how we want it to say Marupi BG, not to say LinkedIn and some other characters we don't understand, which means it's not talking about you. It must say you. And then when you have a custom URL, it makes it easy for you to share it on your CV because it's shorter and it's so specific to you. And we also have one free revision with this service. So the other service that I want to share is resume writing. So if you don't have a CV, you're starting your career from scratch and you want to do this like from scratch, I will help you write the CV. And if you want a resume, I will write it for you. So which means we will sit on the one-on-one. Basically, it's this career consultation call. We will sit on it and go through what you have so far, because we need to take stock of what you can do and cannot do, your expertise and your skills. And yeah, we need to get information about that so that we can build a resume with that. So when you go to my WhatsApp, again, this is how you go to WhatsApp. You first go to Instagram and you get this link. You will see link in bio. Just click on WhatsApp. You will come to my WhatsApp and then we can talk from there. So those are the paid services. And don't forget, you can go through the free resources first. Just see it for yourself and feel it for yourself and see if really what is being shared in this platform is what you want to invest in. And I must say, guys, investing in your tools is going to save you stress of like going through all these applications and no one calls you for anything. I usually see posts on LinkedIn, someone saying it's been a year I've been applying, and I'm like, a year? You can't be applying for a year. Like, literally, not to brag or anything, when I'm really applying for a job, when I'm seriously applying, I know the latest I would get a response, it's 2 months. First month I apply, second month I go into interviews, third month I'm in. But usually, or should I say, the latest I know I would, it will be like 2 months I apply, 1 month I go into interviews, the other month I'm in. So when I see people saying it's been a year, and then I go into their LinkedIn profile, I see why they are not getting any hits. But anywho, I keep on scratching and scratching. I see this person is experienced. This person possibly have expertise they can share onto the job market. They just don't know how to position themselves, or maybe their tools are not saying enough. Their tools are not helping them with this learning. So it's those things that I'm talking about, where you need to actually make sure that your tools are really sharp. They say the most about you, in a way that once you apply, every recruiter is like, hey Butumelo, let's talk. You go into interviews, like guys, this is serious. Like, I could literally go into interviews every day. And this other day I went into 3 interviews. That was last year, November, when I was looking for a job. 3 interviews in one day. I was like, I'm tired, I'm not doing this. And then I was going into an interview every day. I was like, I'm tired of interviews. Like, hire me already. Like, hire me. Anywho, those are the free resources, guys, and I think you can take advantage of those and make sure that you really highlight your value onto the job market, and get that job. One of the things that I didn't mention when we started this call is that 2024 is International Year of Camelids, camels and stuff. But it is also 20th anniversary for International Year of Family. And I can imagine the stress it can put on you if you don't have a means of providing for your family. So in a way, this year again, we are trying to build a legacy and that generational wealth for our families to come. So it's not only about you enduring this journey for yourself, it is also trying to put something for you and your family, and for you to show up as a provider in your family. Because I know some of us are breadwinners. Imagine the breadwinner not winning the bread. Where will the bread come from? So we must win this bread, guys. And I don't want you to fail, and I don't want you to find yourself alone in a cold corner, not knowing what to do, which is why we have these resources. Okay, so now the question that you could be asking is, okay, Widumelo, you said so much, and thank you so much for saying that much. Where do I start? Because I need to start somewhere. So the first thing that you should do is to take stock of what you have. Like I said, I will publish a career SWOT, but you can actually do this on your own. You first identify where you want to be. I don't want you to go through this career journey and just because everybody is going into something, have a plan. Because once you have a plan, or should I say, when you have an end in mind, you will know how to navigate the space going forward. So first of all, decide what you want and where you want to see yourself. After knowing where you want to see yourself, the second thing you must do is to take a stock of what you have and what you can do. What does this mean? You will list out your expertise. They don't have to be specific to any job. I want you to listen to me when I'm talking about this exercise. This exercise is not attached to any career, any discipline, any path, nothing. It is just you and yourself taking stock of what you can do. You can talk about the things you used to do in preschool, literally. So you will talk about the things that you like doing, the things you have that you know you can do. You can even talk that when you are the highest jumper. That's what we need. If you think when you jump the highest, put that down. That's how granular we are getting with this. You put the things you can do, things that you don't enjoy doing, because we're not only going to look at the things that push us forward, we also need to look at the things that drag us back. Why? So that we can account for those and watch out for those, because there is no need in you saying, I want a new job in, let me say, sales. You want to be the sales manager, you want to sell things to people, but you don't like talking to people. Like the thought of you standing in front of someone and talking to this person frightens you. This is what happened to me back in the days when I was in university. I shadowed at Bophelong Hospital. That time I wanted to be a biomedical scientist. So I was shadowing at Bophelong Hospital. I went straight into the NHLS lab, and when the patient samples came and I had to open the samples and do the tests, I was like, no, 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 I'm not doing this. What if I mess up this? Because I have this overthinking mentality. It's one of my weaknesses. I overthink. Even before starting this session, I was panicking and overthinking. So the thought of me mixing up the sample, and maybe one patient is being misdiagnosed and it's on me, or the one that used to frighten me the most, it used to be the ones for the children. You cannot draw from blood from kids, so you have to be very careful when processing kit samples. There will be very tiny little bit of blood coming into the lab, and I have to process that, which means I can't mess up. I cannot mess up the sample. I have to make sure that I do it right. So that's when I knew that this is not for me. I need to move and do something else, which is why I went into plant biotechnology and I did the plant research, because I could go on and take the plant leaves whenever I want. I didn't have to be restricted with the small amount of samples. So those are the things you need to look into. And then from there, the second thing you need to look into is work on your tools and position yourself for those jobs. The tools we're talking about your CV and your LinkedIn profile. Sharpen those tools, because those are the things that will speak on your behalf when you're not there. Online, when recruiters come onto LinkedIn, they must see your profile. They must see your LinkedIn profile saying, hey, look at me. And then when you apply for a job with a CV, your CV must say, this is the person. And then it must say, continue reading, go down. Your CV must speak like that when you are not in the room. And then the other thing that you need to do, guys, it's to apply and be patient. Like, just apply and be patient with the process. Trust the process, because it's not like there are other jobs waiting for you to apply out there. No. Job scarcity is a thing, and you need to apply, be patient, and give yourself credit for doing the work, because you are not waiting on someone. And I'm just going to say, like, the majority of everyone in this country waiting for the government or no one is coming for you. You are out there doing your thing, coming for you. So apply and be patient. Trust the process. As long as you know that your LinkedIn is doing the most, your CV is saying the right things about you, you will be able to get those interview hits and get a job eventually. And another thing is, be active on LinkedIn, guys. For your LinkedIn to have more eyes on it, eyeballs on it, is that you are applying. I mean to say, you are active. I'm not saying be a content creator like me, as you can if you are on LinkedIn right now, you will see that I do a lot of posting. No, before I was posting, I made sure that I'm active. How? I share other people's posts. You don't have to share and say something. No, sometimes you just share the way it is. It does bring traffic to your profile. And also go on, when you see a post that is interesting, like it or comment on it, because even that engagement is, say, let's say maybe you said something profound on this matter that somebody was sharing, other people will be like, oh, that Butumelo girl is very knowledgeable around that topic, hey, what? So now they go to your profile, they want to see who you are. When they get there, your profile is what? It's like this. I get your profile is on point. It's saying the right things about you. It's putting you as somebody who really knows what they are talking about, and that's how people get drawn to your profile. And also, networking in the DMs. Do make sure that you network on the DMs. Those people, as they come into your profile, some will inbox you or like add you, right after adding you, they'll be like, hey, nice to meet you. Don't end at nice to meet you. Say something, start a conversation, especially if is someone who can help you or someone is in the same space as you are. Have a conversation with that person, because I'm saying this because I've been offered job posts by people who have seen my profile, whom we met in DMs the first time, and then they're like, "Hey, my company is actually hiring for such and such. Would you be interested?" And then you look into that post after they share it for you, and sometimes the post is not even on LinkedIn. Maybe it's on their own recruitment platform out there, but this person who works for this company, because they know about it, they go take the link and share it with you. In that way, you get to know about the job. Not to say that you will get the job, but now you know about it, which is something that you wouldn't have known had you not had a word with this person. So those are the things I'm talking about when it comes to networking on LinkedIn. And then another thing is to continue learning, guys. Keep learning something new every day. Learn new tools, learn new tricks, learn how to do things that maybe other people are not doing. Right now, we live in the era of information abundance. There is AI, there is automation, there is this. Like, just go into these tools and learn. Continue learning. Don't let a month, okay, I would say a week, but I don't want to be extreme because I know I can be extreme. Don't let a month pass by without you learning anything new. And sometimes you can learn things that you feel like they are not connected to what you really want or where you want to be, but just knowing that you have that information in your info bank, one day or sometime in the future, that information will just pop, and then or something will present, a situation will present itself in front of you and be like, yeah, actually I learned this some time back, and then you go into your notes and search that thing and take it out. So those are the things you should actually go into and try to plan for this year. Don't just go through this year like you've been going all the other years. Or maybe you were not putting much effort the other years. Yes, you were planning, but you were not putting much effort. So this year, you're not doing it alone. The whole community is here. I believe everybody else who's joining this, because we will be in the WhatsApp channel. That's what I believe. We will be a community when we get there, and we will be working together. So, for my last remarks, I want to say take advantage of the action plan that I just mentioned, and be determined. Trust the process. Don't rush things. Don't try to compare your journey to someone else. And there is too much noise on social media. Try to block your ears and focus on your own journey, because your journey is unique to you, because you are unique. There's only one you in the world, and we need people like you. things are going to be different for you. It's not going to be the same as it is for everyone. Having said that, we've come to the end of this live broadcast. If you enjoyed today's session, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social channels, that is LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to follow the blog, because that's where the information is, that's where the guides are. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone who made it this far. And for that one person who's been online, thank you so much for being here with me. I really, really appreciate you taking time to be here with me. So, yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.